So I hear you have a new paper book out for Rasputin's Shadow that's coming out in August, you said, correct?
Yeah, that's right. The hardcover came out October last year, and the paperback usually follows about 9 months later. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Are you excited?
Yeah, I am, because it reaches more people. The hardcover comes out with an ebook, and then when the paperback comes out, the ebook's price drops as well. So it kind of just goes to a whole different level, which is fun.
And for our viewers who may not have gotten a chance to read it, tell us a little bit about it.
Well, Rasputin's Shadow brings back the character that I first introduced in my first book, which was The Last Templar. He's an FBI agent. His name is Sean Riley, and in this book, he's after a device, a technology that was created in the Soviet Union during the Cold War, but that has its origins back during the days of Rasputin, and it deals with mind control, being able to the question I ask in it from a technology point of view is, what if we could manipulate people's behaviors by remote control from a distance?
Oh, wow. Oh, that's fascinating. That's scary to think about.
Well, I hope so. That's the idea.
Yeah, that's why you're a thriller writer.
Exactly.
And you also are one of the writers in Face Off,
Yes.
which is it's by ITW.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
So Face Off is a collection of 11 short stories that 22 of us, actually 23 because Preston Child are two guys. So we all got together, we were paired off into teams. So I've written a short story with Linwood Barkley. And what we did was we put in our kind of main characters into one story together, which was the first time it happened. So Michael Connolly did a story with Dennis Lehane, Steve Berry did one with James Rollins, I did one with Linwood, and it was a really fun exercise. In our case, the way we did it was Linwood came up with the trigger of the story. He wrote the first chapter, sent it to me, and I then took it on and wrote the next chapter without him knowing what I was going to do, and then I just sent it back to him. And so it was like a challenge and counter challenge.
Oh, that must have been really fun.
It was a lot of fun, and it was kind of fun because you're dealing with such, for me, I love Linwood's work, so I knew that he would get, I'd put in little seeds in my chapter, knowing that he's going to take that little thing and he's going to run with it. It's going to give him meat to just have fun with, and he was doing the same with me. So it was kind of fun because I was like discovering the story as he was sending me those chapters.
Have you ever written with someone else before, or was this your first time?
I haven't written with someone else. I used to write. I used to be a screenwriter before I wrote novels. So I was part of the writing teams on TV shows where you have a writing staff, but you're still pretty much. I mean, in my case anyway, some people write screenplays as teams, but I was writing my own screenplays. But at least we were bouncing around the broad ideas in a room with other people around. Yeah. And
now, what advice do you have for aspiring writers who would want to follow in your footsteps?
I would say two things. I would say it starts with the story. You've got to. There's no point in. I mean, for me, I was writing because I wanted to I wanted to make movies, so I was writing screenplays of movies I wanted to see, I wanted to watch. And the novels are the same thing. I don't start a book unless there's something that really drives me, a theme I want to educate myself about, I want to explore, and I would say, so my first comment would be, make sure that you really have a story that you can't help but telling, you can't help but writing this. It's stronger than you have to tell this story. The other piece of advice I'd give is maybe very cliched, but it's just trust your own voice, trust your own instincts, and listen to what others are saying, of course, but ultimately it's your story, it's your voice. If it's a very worthy story, and you put in enough hard work to bring it out as best you can, it will find its audience.
Oh, that's great advice. Yeah. Thanks so much for speaking with us.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.